Hearts came agonisingly close to winning the Scottish Premiership last season, which would have been the first club not named Celtic or Rangers to win it since the early 80s with Sir Alex's Aberdeen. So today, my dad takes over the job at Tynecastle Park, which has already been decimated in the transfer window. Star striker Lawrence Shankland has left on a free transfer for the Rangers, as well as Cammy Devlin in the midfield. I, on the other hand, begin my job at Edinburgh rivals Hibs at Easter Road, as we try to overthrow the big two clubs in Scottish football. But can we do it within 5 seasons? Let's find out. Dad, we're doing the Edinburgh Derby today.
Yes.
I do like doing this every year.
Yeah,
it's always a fun
we
one.
like going to Scotland, don't we?
Not only we got to face each other, rivals of course, but we've got to take down the big two.
Yes.
And Hearts nearly did that in real life.
Such a shame, wasn't it?
I watched that final game.
Last game of the season. All
To
down
fall
to
at the
one
final
game.
hurdle. And now it seems like that team's been broken up. They've lost the likes of Shankland. They've lost their midfielder. I think they've even lost their manager. And Rangers have been picking them all off. Yeah, this is a bit of a fun one. Now, Hibernian, who is my side, we decided to give each team £5 million because when we used the updated database, they had nothing. So it seemed like £5 million was roughly with what their players that they had sold was a good amount.
Yeah. That's fair. Fair shout, really, isn't it?
Yeah. So let's have a look at the signings that I made here at Hibernian. Now, zero cost for Mateus Vargas, 29-year-old Argentinian player who looks really good on that left-hand side. Some really good physical attributes already. Lacks any type of actual pace, but he's got the acceleration, etc. to be there. Formerly, of course, you might recognise him. He was at Espanyol for a while, Velez and Shanghai when he obviously, he went for a lot of money. He's probably not on that now. No. 13k. He was probably on way more in China. Sven Kurler, who is 29 years of age. Again, that same age group. We've got a defensive midfielder who can also play centre-back. He's 6'1". Controls the game. That's what I want to see from that centre midfield spot there. We've also then got Ryan Fraser. So, Scottish international player, bit of a workhorse, played at Southampton, of course, very recently. Also went to Western Sydney Wanderers, Newcastle, Bournemouth. You know who it is, Ryan Fraser. He's been around for a while now. Free transfer. Now, Paslak was already a signing at the club, as was Ante Suto. But these two are players that I've brought in. So, Georgi Arabids from Torpedo, who is a Georgian side. He plays in the centre attack midfielder number 10 or on the right, so it gives us another option in the attack. Finally, we've got Ethan Erhanon.
Something like that.
Ethan, he's Scottish again and hasn't actually made an appearance for Scottish first team. He's 25 years of age. He's playing at Bolton, which is probably the reason why he hasn't made that appearance yet. But I think he looks quite good. So we paid a little bit of money for him, £2 million. But because he's Scottish, I think that's the reason why we've had to pay a little bit more than what we would. And we bought him from an English club. Now, Dad, with your money, you've got 2 players who've joined the club. Yeah. One of them, you spent £6 million. That's basically your whole budget.
Yeah, I went for the old budget on him.
Lewis Binks. He's Scottish, good. 25 years of age.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what made it a lot easier for him to come back because he was in Scotland, so he was really up for that. I thought it was a really good price for a good centre-back.
Yeah, he's also left-footed, so that gets that nailed down straight away.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Good,
with him only being 25 as well.
5-year challenge. He's there for the rest of the challenge, and then he really...
Not a bad wage either. Of course, he's been around the English leagues too, but he also has had some experience in Italy. In the Serie A, he's played 15 games there for Bologna. Also went to Como on loan, played there. Back to the English leagues because, of course, he started off at Tottenham Hotspur. So, but recently he's gone to Denmark. I love it when the British players go abroad.
Yeah,
Scottish players have been really lately have been going to different places like Italy, like Lewis Ferguson, for example, and having a great time over there. So Louis Binks, £6 million, bringing him back to Scotland. Then we got Can Bozdogan, who is a free transfer in the centre midfield, Turkish centre midfielder.
Yeah, good, strong sort of centre midfielder, right? Ideal for what I need, really, just to sort of mix it up a bit. He likes a bit of aggression.
Yeah.
That's what I like from my midfielders to be like.
Right, well, you got 3 in midfield there. Best 11 pick gets him in there. Magnus is there too with Binks. Eduardo Agu is in there. Braga up front, who looks like a decent striker for this league. But I think maybe one of your star men is this guy here.
It probably will be, yeah. So he's looking really good winger, really, and I mean, he can play across the front 4, really. But we'll see. He's both footed, so I can get him on both wings as well.
Yeah,
I think he's going to be a good winger for me.
Kaziridis, I think I've got that.
Yeah,
Alexandros Kaziridis. Matoa from the other side also looks really good. I mean, lacks the technicals. He's
Yeah,
very one-dimensional. He's fast and he can dribble.
Yeah, I mean,
That's almost it.
That's it, really. That's what he's good at, isn't it? You got to catch him, and if you give him a chance to get the ball over, he'll get it over quite well. But he isn't that good at crossing. So
No.
I need him to go past the player and the player to fall over.
Yeah. So, looking at it, the start of the season, you've had a very busy time, and that is because you've been qualifying for the Europa Conference. Now, I think it will be different in real life because obviously they've finished in second. So, I don't know whether they would go into the Europa Conference. I don't know why it is this, but hey, you're not going to be too displeased. And
No.
we've actually got a little bit further than what we usually do. We've gone to October just to make things make sure everything was okay. But we've got some good results in there, Dad, and you've already started in the Europa Conference League phase after qualifying, beating the likes of Dinamo Kiev and Espanyol.
Yeah, it was a good result.
So it has
Especially
been a good
seeing I
start.
lost the first game away 3-2. Yeah.
Yeah, so far so good. And in the Europa Conference League, I mean, obviously you got the likes of Brighton in there, Bologna themselves, but not as many difficult teams as you maybe would expect to face in there.
No, it's looking quite good, really. So it gives me an outside chance. You never know.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's have a look at my Hibs side. The match day tactic that we're going to be lining up with looks like this. You've gone for a 4-3-3. I've gone for a 4-2-3-1. Now, the best 11 pick looks very similar to what was already on there. Kilji is my striker. He is, again, a very fast-paced striker. Not a lot of strength, but I think he'll be okay, to be honest, especially in this first season. 15 goals so far at the start of the season is not bad at all, so that's really good, really. I'm kind of happy with that. So starting things off, a good basic tactic to try and get things working, and a lot of the newer players have gone into the lineup, which is great. The likes of Vargas and Curler, who is in the team. Now, fixture schedule at the start. Mine, I have more greens, which is great. I don't have any European football, but I have lost to Aberdeen 2-1. I've also lost in the cup already. So one of the cups already out.
Let me in it already.
Yeah, the quarter-final.
Good chance there.
So, I mean, obviously, in Scotland, so many points can be made because of how many cups there are.
Yeah.
But with us not being Rangers or Celtic, it's going to be hard for us to win them.
We just got to hope that, they have a bad game or something like that, and then they get knocked out, or they knock each other out, and it gives you a little bit of a chance then, doesn't it?
Yeah. My best result so far, though, is going to Celtic Park and winning.
There you go, see?
Beating them 3-1.
Great win at Celtic Park, isn't it?
Jamie McGrath with the 2 goals. Very good Irish winger or attacking forward. So, yeah, I'm very happy with that. So far, so good. Right, well, season number 1. We are underway already. Let's see what happens. Well, season number 1, Dad, you've already split the big 2.
Yes.
It's weird that they're that way round, though.
Yeah, I didn't expect that at all. I mean, Rangers have walked it as well. I mean, 13 points above me, 15 points above Celtic. I mean, that's a big, big gap, isn't it?
Yeah, they've done very well. They only lost 2 games all season.
Yeah.
1-2 Celtic, 6-0.
6-0.
And they still went on it. But you have finished in second place,
Yeah.
lost 5, and I did not beat you.
Ooh.
Falkirk and Celtic both beating you twice there, but this, of course, is a league where I think we play each other 4 times. I
Yeah,
think
I think
that's
it
the
is,
way
yeah.
it goes. So, yeah, you've done really well there. I'm down in 5th place there, and I've lost 14. Now, it only says once that I have lost against you there, but we know I've drew against you once as well. So you've beaten me another 2 times and finished above me. So points-wise, you're getting 4 points just off the back of that straight
Yeah.
away. But we're on Hibernian. Let's have a look actually at the top scorer of the league. Is it one of our players? It's Claudio Braga
Take that.
with 23
Great
goals.
season.
So great start to his campaign already.
Yeah.
And then there's the other man, the danger guy that we spoke about. So straight away, I mean, Lawrence Shankland, who left the club to go to Rangers, has got 15. Can't keep up with Braga, though, with 23. Let's have a look at the cups, though. St Mirren and Aberdeen have won the 2 cups. Actually, no, this year, Scottish Cups, Dundee and Rangers hasn't been played yet. But the League Cup, St Mirren beat Falkirk.
Slipped up there, didn't we?
Yeah, so obviously we knew I was out in the quarterfinal. You were out earlier than that. Oh, you were also out in the quarterfinals. So maybe we just didn't see that one.
Yeah.
But in the other cup, the Scottish Cup, let's have a look at that one. So really, the only points that you can win now is if you won the Europa Conference. So the 5th round, I was eliminated by Aberdeen. You were knocking out St Mirren in that. The quarterfinal, played Rangers and was eliminated
Yeah.
there. The Europa Conference, Dad, is the final competition we need to check. Knockout playoff round. Bologna Freiburg final. The knockout playoff round, AEK from Greece.
Disappointed with that. Very disappointed with that.
You finished in 9th,
Yeah.
lost to Espanyol, drew to Dinamo Kiev and Rijeka.
Look how far down AEK finished as well. 20th.
Yeah, didn't have a great start. Rapid Vienna
No.
topping that, which is ironic because Rapid Vienna finished bottom of the Europa Conference this season. In last place, because I did a video on it. They were the worst team, technically,
Yeah.
in Europe once you got through the league phase. Rapid VN. But there we go. All right, Dad, let's have a look then at the squad and our balances for next season. This is a little bit skewed because it's going to also take across games from last year. So we can't really take in consideration 49 out of 90 games.
I mean, you've got to take that 49 goals
It's not
between
going to
90
be.
games, really. So
Yeah, but that's across 2 seasons.
Yeah.
It's not 1 season.
I know that, but it's still quite good.
Yeah.
Quite a good record, really. Over
But
2
by
seasons.
the looks of it, it's maybe... I mean, we've seen what the league was. It's not that. So it's a little bit skewed. I don't think we can really take that into consideration. £13 million. That's annoying. So I bet I haven't got that. Let's
I
have a
didn't even
look.
do well in Europe.
No, I wonder if mine's the same. Yeah, mine's the same as well. 29 goals, but in 65 starts. 2.8 with 0 wage. So you got over £11 million more, but I have worse finances. So this is already an uphill battle. I finished behind you. You're already in second, and I've got 0 cash. Tricky one.
Challenge is on then.
Yeah. Let's have a look at the points. Well, the season 1 points, Mega Luke with 0 and Dad with 4. My first key signing is actually a loan player. I wanted a new striker up front, and Antonio Orena gives us a lot, including pace, strength, and the ability to finish if he gets the opportunity.
My key signing is a young English centre-back, Ronnie Edwards, a talented defender who cost me a lot of money but will be worth it from QPR.
Right, Dad, Ronnie Edwards has joined the
Yes.
club for you. Now, a lot of players have gone out as well,
Yep.
but I think this is quite a good transfer window for yourself, to be honest.
I was really chuffed to get Ronnie in. Didn't think it was going to happen. Quite a few other teams were after him. I had to pay him a little bit more money than I wanted to pay him in wages, but I still think it'd be worth it.
Yeah, he's on 25 grand a week, which is a
Yeah.
lot. And obviously now your 2 centre-backs of Lewis Binks and Ronnie Edwards looks quite good, really.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Fernino up front, though.
Yes,
Striker option.
new
And
striker.
He's a towering lad, is Fernino.
Yeah, good signing. On a freebie as well. Absolute bargain, really, I think.
Yeah, 6'3", good player.
Yeah.
Not bad. He's got 7 goals in 5 games already.
Hit the ground running, so that's all I need.
Yeah, he got 22 last season in the 2nd tier in Spain. Tyrell Alasia, free transfer from... Well, obviously, don't think he was at a club. He was out on loan last season, but he was at a club without a club for Manchester United when they released him last year.
Yeah.
So it's gone a year without football. Still a decent left back.
He's still a decent one, yeah. You know, anybody who plays for Man United, can't be that bad. So,
I don't know about that. Jose Castillo, a right back.
Yep.
So he looks a little bit better
So really,
as well.
in 2 seasons, I've changed my whole sort of back four, really.
Yeah, you've also got other options as well. Because
Yeah.
Kaijana Hoover, who plays quite a lot all over the different places. Yeah, loads of possessions.
It's a good sort of like squad player, but I think he's going to be good for me in the right back position as well.
And then Ivan Lepinjika, who has played 11 games already at centre defensive midfield.
Yeah, good sort of player. Used both feet, 6'3", so he's another big lad, really, right in the middle. You know, sometimes you could do with the sort of the big lads helping you out, and he's well experienced, 28 years of age. I think that's what you need really in your midfield.
Yeah. Weirdly, a lot of pace.
Yeah.
Really strange. Okay, keeping that 4-3-3, which I think is smart actually because of where you finished.
Yeah,
And all you've done is
definitely.
just replace positions which were possibly struggling in the team.
Yeah, I mean, my defence really now, I think it looks a lot stronger than that. So, yeah, why would I change it?
Yeah, had a good season last year.
Got a new striker in, so hopefully he can do the business. Well, we know he's
he's
already
already
scoring,
started.
so yeah.
Speaking of which, at the start of the season, qualified for the Europa League, knocking out the likes of Sirius, Legia Warszawa and HJK of Finland. It's maybe your league form and the cup where you've already been knocked out by
I
Queen's
know.
Park, which has
It's
suffered.
a bit worrying, really. I'm disappointed with it losing in the cup already. So having those amount of European games around it as well, you don't know whether you're getting injuries or you're just resting a player for.
Yeah.
He's got a knock, so you want to keep him for the European game, and it's come back and bit me, I think.
Yeah, jumping into the season with 2 games a week is
Yeah.
never
You
that.
look at the games in between, and I'm losing or drawing them. It's a pity, really.
Yeah, a loss to Celtic, only 2-1, which isn't too bad.
No.
But then a draw at home to Dundee United, which is a game I think you should be thinking of
Yeah,
winning.
definitely.
from
I mean,
where
the
you
only thing I
finished.
can say, really, it's a long season, and once you get this sort of like amount of games out of the way, then it sort of opens up, and you're only playing the sort of like 1 or 2 games now and again, really.
Yeah. Okay, so started off September a lot better with the 4-1 win against St Mirren. But your Europa League fixtures, your AZ Alkmaar, FC Cologne, Sevilla,
gonna be
Galatasaray at home to Everton, Molde away, and then ending with Besiktas and Atalanta.
Yeah, I mean, it's down to my own games, I feel.
Yeah,
If I can
just
get
to
results from my
qualify.
own games, I'll be all right.
The league phase itself, there are obviously a lot better teams in this than what there was.
That's a lot harder than it was last season.
Yeah, you got the Leipzig. You look further down here, you got Leipzig, the Rats, Sevilla, Sporting, Sunderland.
Yes.
well done to them.
Yeah.
Some big teams in there. Milan as well. I've got the kit on at the minute. That's
Yeah.
funny. AC Milan. Yeah, there's some big teams in there. I don't think you'd be getting very far in competition.
no.
Feyenoord as well. Atalanta.
Yeah. I mean, Everton, Club Brugge is there as well. Yeah, there's a lot of teams there.
Tricky.
Very tricky.
Let's have a look then at the rest of my transfers to start the season. I brought in a striker because I felt like Arenya on loan could be good. He's got 5 in 6 already, which I think is a great start for him. Didn't sell many players. I did lose a few. The likes of Grant Hanley's gone on a free transfer. Just didn't want to sign new deals, which is frustrating. But if we're looking at new signings this year, we've got in Adrian Liso to begin with from Real Zaragoza. £3.4 million I spent on a guy who can play up front, but can also play on the left. So the Arenya deal came very late in the window when I'd already brought Liso in, who I was planning on making my number 1 striker. He's now gone to the wing. He's got 2 assists, 2 player of the matches, and a goal. I don't mind that whatsoever.
No.
Good player, I think, bringing him in. We've also got Connor Barron, who was 71k because he was transfer listed with a year left on his contract, who I think, again, is a good deal. Scottish, 25 years of age. Rangers played very little of him, to be honest, and I still think he's rather good, really. So, yeah, he joins the team, but hey, if they're going to get rid of players like that, I'll take them for such a cheap cost. Ryohat Susi from Gamba Osaka, free transfer. The Japanese have always done very well in Scotland. We know that with the amount that Celtic have bought in under the likes of Ange Postecoglou. Left back coming in now, so he looks like a decent left back. Then our final signing is Nicolas Soldon, and this could actually be one of my best. He's a centre-back option who comes in. Great jumping reach, good aggression, bravery's there, 26. Odd paper round. 26 years of age. I mean, we're already 2 years. He's 25 in real life. Might even be 24 when this picture was taken.
Yeah, he looks a bit of a beast as well, doesn't he?
So Nicolas Soldo, very good, very scary man. But there we go. Now, match day squad. Let's have a look. I'm keeping the same tactic again, and I'm locking in Arenya up front. I think that's going to be my key going forward. I know it's a loan signing, but if I didn't lock him in, Liso goes there. And I think Vargas can play anywhere, so I don't mind too much. But yeah, Mulligan and Curler keeps their position. Soldo actually goes in there with Bashiri. And yeah, even our left back goes into the side. So my fixtures at the start of the season hasn't been as good, and we've played less games. We started off all right. Nice little win in the 92nd minute with 2 late goals, actually. But then we lost to Rangers away from home, which is disappointing. We are through the next round of the Cup. We drew to Dundee, though, 1-1. So both of us have lost points against a Dundee side.
Yeah.
Beat St Mirren away, which is great, and then lose to Falkirk. 2 late goals in that one, with Soldo own goal. But nobody had a go at him because he is scary.
Yeah.
So we just left him to it. We just went, great goal, mate. That was class. Great finish. And we just left it at that. So anyway, no European football for me again, which could be an advantage, but I did take advantage of it in season 1. So I wonder if I do in season number 2. Well, so far not so good for me.
No.
You beat me on the final day of the league campaign to overtake me. And if we're looking at the championship group, it tells a tale, because the championship group itself, you did top. How do I get to the championship group? That's really frustrating. I have no idea how to actually find the championship group. If you look at the top, out of the 5 games that you played, the last 5 games, when the split happens, you're top of it.
Yeah.
Which you did very well. And my final game of the season was a 1-0 loss to you, Ronnie Edwards' header. So you overtook me there to go above me in that league table, which is very frustrating for me. But 72 points, 71, still 10 points behind Celtic, who reclaimed the title back.
Yeah, bad season for us both, really.
Yeah, Rangers have dropped off. I scored the most goals, but conceded quite a lot, out of the 2 of us anyway. You lost 8 games, Dad. I did beat you, which is good. Look at the other teams that beat you, though.
Yeah.
All Rangers and Celtic, and Falkirk again, who is there right below me. I lost 9 games. Varied opponents.
Ooh.
Yeah, but I lost to you 3 times.
Oh.
That's not good.
No.
So you get 4 points straight away, whereas I only get the 1 point there for beating you, which is at least my first point on this. However, some positive to take is that Arenya is the top scorer of the league in 38 games. He scored 29 goals. Only in 28 games, though, 10 games less, Fernandinho got 25. So that's interesting. I wonder what if he played as many games as Arenya, would he have scored more? Because his goals per minutes ratio is far better by 24 minutes.
Yeah.
So very good start for our strikers.
Yeah, definitely.
In 2 seasons, we've both claimed the Golden Boot. Have we claimed a trophy, though? On Hibernian, No. And it looks like neither of us have done it, but you've also lost in the Scottish Cup final
On penalties.
to Rangers.
That's disappointing.
Firmino missed a penalty, as did Hackett.
I mean, Firmino, you'd expect to be scoring, wouldn't you? So,
Yeah.
He's my league and goal scorer, so I'd expect him to finish that. But he's let me down.
Yeah. So it
So,
went to
bad.
it went 2-2 after 90 minutes. They scored in the 94th, you scored in the 110th, then it went to penalties. However, where did I finish in that? Because obviously that was earlier stages. I've got through the 4th round. The 5th round beat Falkirk. Quarterfinals knocked out by Rangers. So you don't get to claim a victory over me there. The League Cup was won by Celtic and I lost in a final.
Yeah.
So we've both got to a cup final and both unfortunately have lost. I lost to Celtic 3-1. I also went down to 10 men. Didn't really stand much of a chance there. So that's unfortunate. Maybe I knocked you out though. Semi-final, no. Quarter-final, no. Oh, this was one where you're knocked out early by Queen's Park.
Yeah.
Damn. Can't even claim that one. So the final thing we got to check, Dad, is your European campaign in the Europa League. Now, did you get to the final? No, it's the knockout playoff. Now, Atalanta went on to win it. So the league phase, you did qualify from. 22 points, you're even above the Rats,
Not very
which is
good,
good. Lost 2 to Molde and Besiktas. Drew 4. Some good draws in there
Good
too.
draws there, yeah, against the top teams.
And then beat Sirius and Legia, which I don't think actually happened because that was the 2 teams in the qualifying which you knocked out.
Yeah.
Again, it's that weird Foot Manager bug. I don't know why it does that. Knockout playoff round, played Galatasaray again, lost to Understand.
Yeah.
Unlucky.
Lost the away game.
Yeah.
That's the hardest game to win, isn't it? When you go to hell.
34 goals in 39 starts for Firmino.
That's very good. I'm pleased with that.
I would be too.
Yeah.
Especially
Nearly a goal
because
a
he's
game.
not exactly taking a massive wage.
No.
Only 17k.
5 assists as well. I'm happy with that, yeah.
And Braga, of course, was top scorer last season, had 18 goals.
Yeah.
Not bad at all.
So the pair of them done really well. I mean, and the next one got 14. The next one after that got 12. So I've got quite a lot of players in double figures. So you got to be pleased with that. Just a pity I'm not further up the league, really.
Yeah. Ronnie Edwards has had a good league campaign as well. I mean, season campaign. 58 games he played across the season. So money well spent. Obviously, he's on a lot of money, but you get the most out of him. And you got £6 million to spend next season.
Yeah, pleased with that, especially with Ronnie. I mean, he scored 1 goal, did you say? Mm-hmm. That was the goal that beat you last game of the season, I think, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
that's really annoying. Didn't think of that.
Yeah, I'm really pleased with that. It's worth his fee, that was.
Wish I never brought it up. my goals, etc. 34 goals from 45 games and 3 assists from Antonio Renia, who has developed rather nice.
Yeah.
But he's
Only
a
problem,
loan
he's a loan
signing.
either. That's the only problem, isn't it? What's he
Never
going to be?
fall in love with a loan signing.
11.5 to 16 million.
Yeah.
You ain't getting that money, oh yeah.
You never know. Adrian Liso, 11 goals. Didn't play as many games, so yeah, we dropped off a little bit there. We have got a tenth of what I need to sign
And you can't
Antonio
afford his wages
Renia.
anyway.
No. So, yeah. Might not see him in a Hibernian shirt next season after all. Let's have a look at the points. For season 2 points are Mega Luke with 1 and Dad with 4, which means total points are Luke with 1, Dad with 8. My key signing isn't a new player, but we somehow retained Antonio Renia on loan again for another season, which I think is the best deal we did all summer.
My key signing is Colombian winger Beckham Castro for over 3 million, a player who I'm hoping would light up the Scottish League.
I thought Beckham Castro has joined, but only one player after that.
Yeah.
So £1.7 million. You sold the Lepenjika who went there. Didn't bring anybody else in, but a few players have left on free transfers. So it is the £3.8 million you spent, and then put Alex Padilla for 230k. Goalkeeper, who had season 3 in the bingo of when Dad signs a goalkeeper. That's quite a late one.
I was going to say, not many would have had
Very
season
late
3,
one.
would they? Yeah,
Yeah.
very late. So, I needed a new keeper. This one popped up, so took all the money that I had left over. But I'm hoping that Beckham's going to, like I say, do well for me. He can play on either side of the wings as well. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this guy light up the Premier League.
Yeah, Premiership.
Premiership, yeah.
Scottish Premiership. So you locked him in. So
Yes.
two players was locked in then. He had Beckham Castro was locked in there, and then up front, obviously, we had another striker who was locked in. So big season ahead, changing your tactic as well.
Yeah, I'm going more attacking. I felt that I'm not scoring enough goals, and I've got 2 really good strikers who both know where the back of the net is. So I'm going to give both a chance. See what they can do for me.
Well, fixture at the start of the season. There's a few Reds in there.
Yeah, it's not looking good, is it?
Rangers and St Mirren in the league.
Yeah.
You've also dropped points there to Dundee.
I just can't beat the Dundee sides all the time, can I?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And also lost to Jagordans on penalties.
Yeah,
Or actually
disappointing.
won on penalties. Sorry, it's because it's got the red there. You won on penalties against Jagordans. So you are in the Europa League this year.
Yeah.
Not the Europa Conference.
Yeah, 2 games, 3-1 each, 3-1 both games, so I went to penalties. Lucky enough, I pulled it off. They missed the very last one.
Nice, Partizan, Sparta Prague, Milan again.
Yes.
Genk, Konyaspor, Dinamo Zagreb, PSV Eindhoven.
A little bit easier, still a few hard sides in there. I mean, it's not as many as it was last season, so I've got a bit more of a chance, but I've got to be doing a lot better than I did last season. But there is some big sides, and I've just seen really...
Marseille, Milan, Newcastle,
Yeah.
3 big ones there.
Yeah.
The Rats are there again. Tottenham, Valencia, Real Sociedad.
Rangers are there as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a few big sides. I've just got up there. They sort of knock each other out, and I sort of slip in around the back, sort of say. Really?
Yeah. All right. Well, obviously, the main sign-in for me was a Renya on a loan extension
I think that's a really good signing.
for cheaper than what I was paying for last year.
It's even better. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
2.8k. I'm only playing him now. Absolutely crazy
He must
stuff.
have really liked it here.
He
That's
must
all
have.
I can say.
And who can blame him? We absolutely loved it. So as you can see, I'm actually only paying. Well, he's only on 2.8. I'm only paying £525 per week. It is literally peanuts for arguably the best striker in the league. He
Yeah.
won the Golden Boot last year.
Yeah.
Remind you, everybody. So a fantastic little player that I've managed to keep for one extra season. Come on. One last dance. He's got 1 goal in just 2 appearances so far. He started the season injured, but we'll keep him going for season number 2. Don't you worry about that. Now, the rest of the signings that we have brought in, we've got Mana, who is a free transfer, who can play on the wings. We didn't sell anybody massive again. It was, again, one of those transfer windows where I'm not really selling a lot of players, but what I did do is bring in a few players on free transfers. So we've definitely improved our defence out of this. So Hausner joins. He's a centre-back option. Danish, 28, big lad, can jump, very brave, very aggressive. I like the look of that for a free transfer.
Yeah.
Really good. Mark Bowler from Watford plays on the left-hand side. Can cross the ball as well for a Renya, hopefully. Good signing on our free transfer again. Liam Miller, Hull City, obviously he's been at. The Canadian, 28 years old, good age as well, plays on the wings, hopefully can provide for Arenya. And then Ethan Laird at right back this time, we're improving. Can play wing back if we change that. Very fast player, obviously a lot of experience, a former Manchester United Academy graduate. He's been around the block after a good time spent there at Birmingham, playing quite a lot of games. So that's my transfer window, and I've changed the tactic too. This looks a little bit bizarre, but stick with me. We are going for a 5 at the back, but Hausner is a libero type player. So when we have the ball, he will step forward. He's not amazing on the ball, but I think it's the presence of putting him forward that I quite like, having him in that little gap there.
Yeah.
It's like a defensive midfielder, because Curler is going to go in a box-to-box. Mulligan's already a little bit further forward. We want to keep pushing our wing-backs forward as well. So then we got Soldo and Bashiri, who will stick back, and Bashiri will stay more left side. So that's what my thinking is anyway. And we started the season quite well from that, I think, considering how many games we had to play because of the Europa Conference League. We got through against Linfield. We lost to Aberdeen, unfortunately. We overcome a 2-1 deficit at home to beat Viking in Norway, 2-0 away from home.
Great result.
Got through against Ross County, then beat Besiktas, but lost on penalties. So unfortunately, no European football again because of a penalty shootout where Felix Paslak missed the deciding penalty there. Very frustrating. We've only lost to Celtic elsewhere. I think the rest of the fixtures I'm kind of happy with, to be honest. The Aberdeen loss was the only one, really. St Mirren, Dundee United, we're keeping clean sheets. Raith Rovers, 2-0 as well. We're keeping clean sheets. Let's just hope domestically we have a better season, better campaign this year than what we have done, because so far we've been letting ourselves down in the Premiership. And predicted table obviously sticks us the same 3rd and 4th each time. I want to keep getting better than that. And you've started to get players in there. If you think only 2 Rangers players are in there, there's also 2 Hearts players.
And one of them's a striker as well, which is, I would say, one of the hardest positions to sort of
How's that not a Renya?
I've got to agree with you there, really. I mean, Edwards, I would expect Edwards to be in there. He probably is one of the best defenders in the league. So I agree with the striker, though, but I'm going to take it.
Yeah, definitely. Right, well, let's have a look. Season number 3. Can I get myself some good points on the board and start catching Dad up? Well, this time, Dad, it's me who's separating the two big old firm sides, and
Yes.
you've dropped down into 6th.
That's a bit disappointed, isn't it, really? Dundee and Aberdeen, well done to them getting above me, but yeah, I'm very disappointed with that.
Yeah, I lost 8 games in total. Only lost 1 to you this season. Here it is, the switch around. Also drew against you there, which means I have beaten you twice. Doesn't show it, but we know from the maths, I have beaten you twice. 78 points, which is not too bad. Last season, that was still finished in 3rd place. You know, it's never going to win the league. It's not a good amount to win the league, but we're closer, and that's the main thing. Highest average rating, Antonio Renia. But the most goals goes to Fernino. So the prediction was correct.
Yeah.
He played 2 more games than Arenya and got 2 more goals. The minutes per goals is in Fernino's favour too, but it's those two again at the top, which is kind of nice to see.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. I mean, my struggle is going to be very disappointed being the leading goal scorer and finishing in 5th, so yeah, but well done.
Yeah, definitely. Right, okay, we are on Hibernian. Have I won anything? Europa Conference League, obviously I didn't qualify for. Hearts have won the Scottish Cup.
Come on. Beating Rangers as well. I'll take that every day of the week.
2-1 in the final, 92nd minute winner by
ask.
Castillo, or
Can't
North. I can't work out. It is North.
One North, yeah. Love scoring late goals. Hampden Park as well, but it was roaring there.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, where did I come in that? Did you knock me out of it along the way? You also knocked out
Big
Celtic.
as well, yeah.
5th round, no. 4th round, Greenock Morton when the Championship knocked me out in extra time. Of course they did. League Cup, I reached the quarterfinals, and you reached the final.
Ooh.
Rangers done you on penalties.
Then he had the double then.
Thomas Bent Magnuson missed the deciding penalty. So you almost had a double there.
Yes.
But it's just the one, which means now I am really far behind in terms of points, because although I do win a few points for finishing higher and winning the league, cup-wise, you still pretty much got the same points, if not more. The only last thing we need to check is how you've done in Europe. That is knocked out in the quarterfinals.
A little bit better.
Yeah.
A little bit better. I've been disappointed. So, yeah.
League phase 20th.
I'm finishing all the way down there all the time, innit? So when you look at the teams at the top, like Newcastle, Ajax, Tottenham, Dortmund, they're all there, and all the top teams really. So
You beat Genk in the knockout playoff, round of 16 knocked out Anderlecht, and then it was Midtjylland, who's arguably the easiest one of the 3 there to face.
Definitely is, yeah. So I'm going to take it. It's a good little sort of cut run, really. Got to the 2 finals as well, so good season. I think I'm going to be apart from the league.
You would have faced Spurs in that.
Oh.
Como knocked out AC Milan as well, and went on to win it.
Yeah,
Fair play to Como.
yeah.
Okay, well, let's have a look. Fernino, how many goals did he get across the whole season? It was 44. Beckham Castro also getting 16.
Yeah,
15.
he's come in and done a job that I needed him to do with 15 assists. That's what I brought him in for. But he's given me 16 goals as well, so that's great, really.
Yeah, James Wilson's done really well off the bench, or being a secondary striker as well, getting 16
youngster as
goals.
well, so that's even better.
Braga managed to get himself 14 and 13, so...
I mean, looking at
All
that,
right.
I'm sort of really pleased, and I'll be thinking, yeah, I must have done quite well in the league. But when the league table comes up, unfortunately, I didn't.
No, you got 3.38 million pound to spend next season. I think mine's going to be worse, I'll be honest. And I don't think we'll be able to get a Renia for a 3rd year. I very much doubt. He was actually injured towards the end of the season. He's been injured since 13th of March. He got 27 goals in the end, but he has developed rather splendidly.
Yeah, Roma.
Nice.
Roma are going to take that back and just say thank you very much.
Let's
to
have a
you.
look.
Yeah.
Is he interested? He wouldn't be interested. He acknowledges that Hibernian are a significant presence in Scotland, but he would like to see the club more recognised in European level and considered extending his stay at the club. However, he would be interested in a loan move instead. I mean, I'm going for it straight away. Can we make that loan deal? It doesn't look like I'll be able to get it done. Roma are looking to give Arenya a chance in the first team. However, they might be persuaded if I give them an offer too good to turn down, which includes a sensible future fee.
Yeah, it's not
That's
happening.
normally a mandatory one.
Yeah.
I'll have a little play around. I'll try my best, but I very much doubt Antonio Renia will be coming back. We'll have to look for a new striker. But Vargas has done quite well. Liam Miller's not done too bad. Lisa's obviously there as a backup striker should we need one, but I don't think anybody's going to be as good as a Renia. Only got £1 million to spend and no wage either. This could get worse for me, I'll be honest. Let's have a look at the points. Season 3 points are Megaluke with 3, Dad with 4, which means total points are Luke with 4, Dad with 12. My key sign-in for Season 4 is Chido Obi, finally getting a replacement for Arenya, and on a permanent deal too from Manchester United. a free transfer.
The Norwegian Rossler is my key signing for season 4. Also a free transfer who's well experienced at the back.
Right, Dad, 2 free transfers have made our key signings.
Yes.
On the outs, Terrell Malacia has gone for 625k. Again, that was a free transfer for you, so that's not too bad. But in terms of players in, you've got Emilio Lawrence, who's joined on a free transfer as well. Scottish, who plays on both wings.
Yeah, plays on both wings, and I've also got Beckham, who also plays on both wings, so that makes it a bit easier for me to get the wingers in.
Yeah. Outside of Rossler, though, you've got Andre Borza, who's a very good left back, young as well, Romanian, 23.
Yeah, definitely. It's one of the positions I wanted to get in to strengthen my defence up, so it's a good signing that for me.
And then finally, Gabriel Moscardo, another free transfer. He's going to be a backup at the minute. He's come off the bench 8 times, hasn't started yet.
Yeah, he's got a really good squad player, as you can see. He's sort of like average about with everything, really, so I just think that's a good sort of like person to have. And get any injuries and things like that, so yeah, good signing.
Right, well, you haven't changed the tactic as much as I thought.
No.
It's still a 4-2-2-2 formation.
Yeah, I'm going to go for it again. I mean, I've done well in the cups, so or my league sort of position wasn't that good, but I was pleased with the amount of goals that I scored last season. So I don't really want to change it.
Key signing doesn't even go into your first 11 either,
No,
because Edwards and Binks is there.
I mean, I knew those two were really good, but if one of them got injured, I wasn't having a really good sort of centre back going in that position. Now I have, so I'll let it fight them. Put it between them, who gets the starting 11.
All right, well, the start of the season's actually been really good for you. You are out of the cup, though.
Yes,
So
disappointed
that's
with
the
that.
only disappointing game, because outside of that, the league games, although only played 3, you have won all 3 and only conceded in one of the games, which is a 7-2 win, which you ain't going to mind too much if you win by 5 goals.
That's a great start to the season, 7-2 as well. So,
Yeah.
I was pretty pleased with that. And like you say, the other games I haven't conceded in the league, so that's what I was hoping to do, make my defence a little bit stronger, and it looks like it's worked for me.
Yeah, in the Europa League again this season, you got Zhigordans, Besiktas, Mainz, Apollon, Sevilla, Juve, and then Braga and Craiova of Romania. We are both in the Europa League. This is a spoiler alert for my start to the season, but we are both in there in terms of the Europa League phase. So
Yes,
Juve's in there, and Rangers.
Yep, there's a few
Newcastle.
good sort of sides in there that sort of causes a bit of trouble. I think Dortmund was there as well. If we went further up, Everton's there. It's not going to be easy, but European games are going to be easy for you, really. So I think I can go through a little bit. I'll be sort of a bit disappointed if I won't get to the quarterfinal again. I think. See what I did last season, so I think it's easier this season.
All right, okay, well, let's have a look at the rest of my transfers. Got that free signing in. Chido Obi, what a sign in as well to replace, of course, Antonio Renia. Couldn't get the deal done, unfortunately. In terms of players on the outs, only a couple of players who've left on free transfers. Haven't really managed to sell a couple of players for a lot. It's just a couple of youngsters that weren't ever going to get into the team. Now, James Gomez joins on a free transfer. Just backs up our centre-back options. Bobby Thomas, again, another good option at the back as well, who comes in because obviously we've got 3 at the back. But actually comes in as well as another free transfer striker option. He was who I signed before Chido Obi. Finally realised, maybe I will go Hibernian. So that was another option that we could have made as our free transfer striker option. And Nathan Baxter is a good goalkeeper to bring in on a free transfer because he's better than my other goalkeepers, and he was at Leyton Orient of all teams. But outside of Chido Obi, a player who's going into the first team, new gen already, 20 years of age, David Eze, who looks really good.
Yeah, he does.
As a centre defensive midfielder.
Yeah.
So not a bad little option here. Fickle personality with a bit of potential, so I don't think he's going to get much better though. But he was at Manchester City and left the club, so I picked him up on a free transfer. Not bad. He's already played in the Scottish Premiership at Kilmarnock. Played 32 games last year, got a goal. Didn't really play that well, but we'll see how he does in my Hibernian side because I'm locking him in. He is going in that box-to-box midfielder role. We had Curler there, who is now 32, so that's the option we're going with. Chido Obi obviously goes straight up front. Liso on the right, Vargas on the left. I'm happy with that. We're keeping our 3 at the back formation, or 5 at the back, sorry, with Laird and Bowler and the wing backs, and we've got still the advanced centre back in Soldal this time, who goes in there, who maybe a little bit better on the ball to be honest than our previous one, Hausner. So yeah, I'm happy. Fixture schedule at the start of the season, we know I got through to the Europa League, and that is because I didn't go through the Champions League.
Yeah.
Penalty shootout again. Feyenoord cost me there after knocking out PAOK in the earlier stages. But in the league, we've only dropped 2 points to Ross County away from home. We beat Livingston 7-0, Falkirk 2-0, and Kilmarnock 2-0. So we haven't started off too bad.
Very good.
My
Scored a lot of goals as well.
Europa League fixtures. CSK Sofia, Ghent, Dortmund, Marseille away, Apollon, then Everton, finishing off with Juve away, Slavia Prague. That's really harsh.
You really got a bad draw there, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got 4 of the hardest teams in the Europa League. So, yeah, that is going to be a difficult one for us to try and progress. But, hey, stranger things has happened. Let's see how we do in Season 4. Well, from first place last season...
Wow, 10 points clear as well. Won it easily.
Yeah.
Well done.
Second up to first and losing Antonio Renia. I thought this is going to be a harsh season.
Yeah.
But somehow Hibernian have done it. They've broke the run of games, run of trophies that have gone to Rangers and Celtic. It is now gone to a different club for the first time since Aberdeen in the 80s under Sir Alex Ferguson.
Well done, mate.
Hearts couldn't do it. Hibernian could.
Yeah.
Hibs fans, I hope you're happy with that one.
Gotta
92
be,
points. Very
Only
good
lost
season.
4 games.
Did lose to you. You got a point.
Got a point, yeah.
We did draw 5, which means I did beat you 3 times.
Yes.
Do get an extra 3 points on top of that. There we go. Now, near of us had the top scorer of the league. That goes to Yusuf Shamiti, who was the Rangers striker. 25 in 35 games, 24 for Fernandinho. Chido Obi still got 15.
Yeah.
Which is an amazing, probably the lowest out of our main strikers who's got that. But he was doing it with a Premiership title around his waist.
You can't argue with that, can you?
Around his waist. I'm such a wrestler, and I.
Yeah.
Premiership medal around his neck. He wasn't holding a wrestling belt.
No.
There we go. Which, by the way, people have been making comments. Yes, I've lost all 3 titles that I had on the wall and over the last 6 months or so, and I don't feel great about it. All right, back to the football. Chido Obi's done all right. Mana's there. Vargas is there too. Fernandinho's got 24 goals, which is great. But do we lift any other trophies? And that answer is yes. We got the League Cup done. Falkirk 2-1 against them. I'm happy with that. Chido Obi scored the winner as well, which is great. So that's a good one. That's 3 points already. Straight away. Bang. In there. Lovely stuff. Where did you come in that? Did you get knocked out early? I can't remember. Yeah, you did. Aberdeen in the second round.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to knock you out that one. But in the other one, in the Scottish Cup, Hearts beat Dundee United. 2-1 in the final. 93rd minute.
Oh, get in. I like me late goals, to tell you.
2-1 in that final.
I always do well in the cup, so don't I, really?
Yeah.
When I come to Scotland, funny enough.
Fifth round, Hibernian knocked out by Aberdeen. So you didn't knock me out, unfortunately. Now, let's have a look at the Europa League. So in the league phase, Hearts finishing 7th. 9th place for Hibernian. So I lost 2 games. You only lost 1. So that took me into the knockout playoffs, where I lost to Marseille. Took you straight into the round of 16.
Yeah.
You also beat Sporting.
Great result that was.
Went through and knocked out Copenhagen. There's your quarter final.
Yes.
But you've gone past it to the semi-final.
And
you lost to Inter Milan.
Yeah, lost to Inter Milan. So, yeah, I mean, I've got to be happy with it. You look at the 3 other teams that's in that lot, Juventus, Inter, and Newcastle, and Hearts are there as well. So we nearly done it.
Sticks out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, it does.
But either way, I think that's 2 good seasons from us.
Yeah.
Win the league. You got quite far in Europe.
You won the league and a cup this season.
And a cup.
I won the cup and got to the semi-finals. So, yeah, I think that's got to be a good season, really, for both of us.
Let's have a look then at the squads and how they did throughout this campaign. We got 37 goals and 13 assists from Fernandinho.
Yeah, he hasn't let me down, has he, so far since I bought him. So,
no.
yeah, I'm really pleased with that.
Beckham Castro's done another good year as well.
Good season by him as well. So
Borza, the new left-back, getting 12 assists. Not bad
brilliant.
either.
Yeah.
That's quite good.
I'm looking at that, I'm thinking really good, but I still finished a long way from behind you in the league. So that's what I've got to be looking at. How can I change that league sort of form?
You do have a little bit of money as well, 4 million. Let's have a look at my Hibs side. So I've got 19 goals from Chido Obi, which isn't amazing, but it's still good. I'm hoping for a little bit of development, ideally, so that he gets better, but I don't know. Mana's got 16 goals, so as a backup, that wasn't bad at all. Vargas, 30 and 13. Might be time to try and cash in on him. He's 33 years of age. He's still worth up to 3.9 million.
Yeah.
Could be something to look into anyway. David Eze, who I locked in, of course, in that CDM position. I think that was a smart move.
Definitely. He looks... I mean, for 21 years of age, he looks quite good, really, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's arguably now my best midfielder, so that's quite good. I've only got £1.78 million. Not a lot, to be honest, and no over the wage by... Well, is probably not a lot at all.
No, didn't going to
So
be, is
we
it?
might have to spread around some cash here by selling a few players. We'll have to find
I mean,
out.
your finances are looking a little bit better now.
Yeah, a
so-
lot better.
Yeah.
But after winning the league. So we'll see going into season number 5. But let's have a look at the points. Well, don't call it a comeback, but Omega Luke just won 11 points and Dad won 4 for the 4th season in a row, which means the total points are Luke with 15 and Dad with 16. My final key signing is again another striker. John Duran, who was a free transfer after a bad experience in Saudi from one extreme climate, comes to the rainy weather of Edinburgh.
My key signing for season 5 cost me 2.2 million, as he has filled a position I desperately needed at fullback.
Dad Taraziano, of course, can play on both sides,
Yes.
which is always a bonus. A very good player from AC Milan. Oh, hello. And then we've got some other players as well who's joined on free transfers and rather cheap cost. Claudio Braga has gone, though. 600k. He's gone to
Yeah,
Chavez.
disappointed with that really, but
Back to Portugal after having quite a good few seasons with you. We've also lost Mato on a free transfer there. But coming in then, we've got Capeda, I don't really know how to say it, but he's a left-sided winger who looks rather good. So
Yeah.
flair, teamwork's all there. That's not a bad free transfer, really. Stankovic from Inter Milan has got 6 goals in 9 games,
Started
1
well.
assist, 3 player of the matches, and he's a centre midfielder.
Centre midfield, yeah, you couldn't ask better than that, can you really? What a start that is. You're getting him from a good team, so I know he's good. I mean, his value, is 15 million there, like 25 years of age. I was so pleased when this guy decided to come to me. So, yeah, great signing for me.
Free transfer, he's only 25 as well.
Yeah.
And on 12k.
And only on 12k, that's what was even more surprising, really.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
that's very good, and he started off really well. Bulatovic from Lons, free transfer as well, has started games alongside him in
Another good
CDM.
midfield, so I've just strengthened my sort of midfield up really, really well. And with the fullback that I've got in as well, I've got a stronger squad this season, so hopefully it gets better for me now.
Koza's the final signing, who's also a centre-back option. So you've
Yeah.
brought in quite a lot of centre-backs, really. But this, again, is another one who's rather good from South Africa and from Sundowns in South Africa, the best team in there. How are they lining up, though, together? So we're still, well, we've gone back to
Yeah,
the
I've
4-3-3.
when I sold the other striker, I mainly sold him because I wanted to be a bit more stronger in midfield, and I felt that I needed to sort of lose the striker role then. So that's what I've done, and made my defence, especially out of possession, a lot stronger and not sort of harder to get through me. That's what I'm hoping, really. And then on the attack, I know my striker's really good. I know my wingers are really good, and as we already know, my midfield players scoring goals for us as well. So,
Yeah.
So it's working in possession, so I just hope it works out of possession as well then.
In the Europa League, you've gone out to a team from Slovenia.
Yeah.
Which did shock me, to be honest, because you also went ahead 3-2 and lost 3-0
Yeah.
in the away leg. So you will be
Disappointed with that.
playing Europa Conference League football.
But I'm not disappointed with that.
No. You have only lost to Celtic at Celtic Park, and you had a player sent off when it was 0-0 after 18 minutes.
Yeah, very
You kind
disappointed.
of write that one off.
Yeah, I mean, you ain't got much chance if you go to Celtic Park with 10 men if you're ready. So, yeah, I've got to take that on the chin and go with that. And then to lose another game right after that 3-0 as well. But my league form, apart from that, I'm quite happy with at the moment.
Yeah, it's all been wins outside of that, even against Dundee, who you normally struggle with,
Yeah,
2-1.
and
so.
Aberdeen as well. I beat Aberdeen 1-0, so they usually do me as well.
All right, Genk away in the Europa Conference. Stjarnan at home as well. Away to Como, who won this competition a couple of seasons ago. Ferencváros away from home. Austria Vienna at home. And Estrella at home as well.
I mean, I shouldn't be struggling there. I mean, Como was going to be the only side I feel that's going to cause me any problems, if any, really. So I would feel like I should be able to go through.
Yeah, they got a very good team. And, of
Yeah.
course, they've got Cesc Fabregas. They've got Trevor Chalobah, Jesse Rodriguez. Looks like they've lost Nico Paz at this point.
Yeah, I mean,
But they still got
that's
Duvakis.
going to happen.
Who's really good.
He has a
as
couple of good
striker.
seasons. Paz is going to be on the wanted list by everybody, isn't he?
Yeah, so yeah, I'm not surprised by that at all. Let's have a look then. Now, another striker, which means 4 key signings, 4 strikers for me, who had that in their books. Normally it's Dad and his goalkeepers. It's me and my strikers. I sold Liso, though, for 950k, so I did get some money out of him, as well as Badgie for 2.1. So that's 2 players I've sold there, and Badgie was actually a free transfer, so we did get a bit of profit for him after 1 year, which isn't too bad as well, considering we didn't really spend a penny on him, which is nice. But the free transfers coming in, as well as a fair amount of money, because what it looked like is we came back a little bit too soon, and the transfer budget I actually had was way more.
Yeah.
So I actually had Ali Begovic in loan, which is a good loan signing. I've been using the loan from Italy quite well, I think, and he comes in on loan for just 9.5k per week as a really good left-sided midfielder. But then we've got the likes of Sekou Tome, who is a left back. Again, Japanese, very good, 24 years of age, really nice. Camilo Duran, free transfer from Celtic, who plays on the wings or up front. Great mentals and physical attributes there. John Duran, who we already seen, was a free transfer, but Sek came in for £2.5 million, who plays centre midfielder in a more of an attacking role, which is kind of what I'm going to hope to utilise this season. This one, though, right back, Mohamed Hani, who looks really good at right back, going to challenge Ethan Laird there on that right side. 19 years old, new gen. So we are looking quite strong. We've got quite a few players, as well as £1 million for Agbadu from ASIC Mimosas, who might be a cracking player in a few years' time.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
He is injured at the minute at the start of the season for 5 weeks, but he's 18 years of age, just about to turn 19, but great physicals, mentals, and some technicals too. Driven personality, which does worry me a little bit, but he can kick with both feet.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see how he does in this one final season. And of course, you are part of the Season 5 crew. Let us know down in the comments section. Always enjoy seeing the Season 5 crew in there. But if you want the save game file, maybe for the tactics or to carry it on, patreon.com/MegaLukeGaming, or the YouTube channel members. And YouTube channel members have been getting a lot of early access to videos recently, so well done for taking advantage of that. My tactic in the final season has slightly changed. We have moved the winger up into the extra striker position because I've got so many good strikers now. Obviously Chido Obi, obviously Agbado, Duran, and the two that we had last year as well. So we've got a few coming in now who gives us a lot of options up front. Sek goes in as an attacking midfielder, box to box for Eze, who switched from the left to the right. We're keeping it at the back the exact same. I think Hani's good enough to bomb forward with nobody in front of him, but still keeping him as a
Wing back.
fully dropped wing back instead of an advanced one. So that's kind of what we're rocking for this final season. So we are changing the tactic despite winning the league.
Yeah.
Controversial. That's what Dad normally does. And it's cost us potentially learning this new tactic at the start, because we've dropped points to not only St Johnstone but away to Rangers and Dundee United, also getting a draw to them as well at home. So we've got 2 bad results in there already.
Yeah.
We have also beaten Bodo Glimt across 2 legs in the Champions League.
Great result that is for you, I think.
Yeah, which means we are in the Champions League, which is great. Liverpool, Freiburg, home to Real Betis, away to Atalanta, away to Hoffenheim, home to Olympiacos, away to PSG, and at home to Midtjylland. I'm not going for tin pot trophies to try and win this little challenge on points like Dad is. Oh, I'll drop into the Europa Conference. I'll get 4 points every year.
A trophy's a trophy at the end of the day, isn't it?
I'm going for the big one, the Champions League.
If I win it, I can still say I'm European champion, can I?
I'm setting this up for you guys who take this over. Let's do this with honour, shall we? Season number 5. Let's see what happens. Well, it's back-to-back Scottish Premiership trophies.
How have you done that?
Because I've built the best team
Nowhere
with
near
0
you.
money. 4th place, Dad.
25 points behind you.
25 points behind me. I'm on a run of form as well in the Championship group. Won all 5 games in that Championship split. Lovely stuff. Even defeating you. Only lost 3 games all season. Rangers, Celtic, Dundee.
Yeah, well done.
9 draws. Did draw to you once, which means I've beaten you 3 times in your 12 matches there. So we've done really well. Got the highest goal difference. We are flying. We didn't get the golden boot, though. That, yet again, goes to Fernandinho. But this time with only 18 goals.
Great signing that was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, done me well, he did really.
Now, it might be obviously because we've signed a number of different strikers when we're playing 2 up top. Because you can see John Duran got 13 goals, but Sex also got 9 from... I'll say Sex.
Yeah.
He got 9 goals from centre mid. Ali Begovic got 9 goals as well. Agbadu's got 9 or 8. Mana's got a few as well. So they're all chipping in. Chido Obi didn't, which is kind of surprising. There's a Brazilian here that I want to check. Rodolfo from Ross County. He looks quite good, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Jesus.
he does. Yeah.
19, perfectionist. Needs a bit of pace, but he looks really good. But there we go. All right. Maybe that's somebody, if you do take it on, you can purchase. See how you do. What about in the cups? Well, Scottish Cup. 6-1 winners against Dundee United. Oh, we're starting to dominate.
Yeah.
6-0 up we were as well before we let them have a little consolation for the fans who
Yeah,
stuck
you gotta-
around to the end.
If they were still there by then.
Yeah, 6-0 down. I think you leave, don't you?
Yeah, you do, yeah.
We had two 10 out of 10 ratings as well with John Duran and Ali Begovic, who got a hat-trick.
I mean,
Not
that
bad
looks,
at all.
that looks good alone, those two 10 out of 10s, but the infrastructure was 8.4.
Yeah, he ain't too bad. He ain't done too bad either. And I don't think he got one assist. Don't think he actually did anything else. So that's quite impressive to get that high rating with just one assist and nothing else. But Ali Begovic got himself man of the match. He also took home the ball as well, the match ball. Really good stuff in the Scottish Cup. Where did you finish though, Dad? Semi-final, I knocked out Livingston. Quarter-final, penalties by Rangers. Damn, I could have really done with that. Could have done with that. But all right, so that's more points. That goes in my pocket. But the League Cup was chucked away by you. 2-1 in the
think
final to
I
Celtic.
think that would have won me the whole challenge if I won
It
that
might
one.
have been close. A penalty by Christos Solis in the end has been the difference. You did beat me in the semi-final though, which is 2 points. It is 2 points. This is going to
I'll
be
take that,
rather
then.
close. It all goes down to basically the European competition.
Yes.
Because if you do the Europa Conference, I think that might be enough.
It's going to be close.
I didn't win the Champions League. I can't believe I haven't managed to win the Champions League. But that was won by Inter Milan in the final. Knockout playoffs by Atalanta was as far as I got. The
Yeah.
league phase, 21st. Don't mind that at all. Liverpool and Hoffenheim drew to PSG. I mean,
I
come
think
on.
they won it, didn't they?
Well, they got to the final. Beat Bodo Glimt and Real Betis. I don't think I beat Bodo Glimt. I think there's a weird glitch going on at the minute because we keep seeing the teams that we knock out in the qualifying stages, which is annoying. But it all goes down to did you win the Europa Conference League? Oh, you did.
Come on.
You beat Keith Andrews' Brentford in the final. Points-wise, this is really close
It's
now.
going to be close, isn't it?
It is a 3-2 win with 2 goals after the 86th minute with Dickoff and Wilson. Wilson making himself a hero, making Hearts European champions.
Yep.
In the 94th minute. God, the
Champions of Europe.
pressure on that, by the way.
Yeah.
A penalty in the 94th minute, and he's
You
dispatched
just
it.
slotted it in. Yeah.
God,
Thank
right.
you very much.
Well, let's have a look at
nice
your
big
journey
trophy in that cabinet now.
in the Europa Conference League then. So the league phase, you topped it.
That's a big surprise. Aberdeen behind me as well.
Yeah. So you beat Como in that. You then went into the round of 16, knocking out Lugano of Switzerland. The quarterfinal, knocking out Marseille.
That's good because they knocked me out last season, I think.
And then you knocked out Como again.
7-2 on aggregate.
Of course, won this 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, that's a really good win against them.
That is very good. Well, the points is going to be really interesting. Fernandinho got 30 goals. Which isn't too bad at all.
Nope.
Beckham Castro, I think, was definitely one of your best signings.
Yeah, definitely. I think
Probably
he was.
outside
Yeah.
Fernandinho. I'll be
Yeah,
honest.
they're going to be very close. I mean, Beckham, I think I used him on both wings as well, and he didn't let me down on either wing that I played him on as well. So, yeah, the pair of them probably my best signings.
Yeah, let us know in the comments who you think the key signing was for each of us in the 5 total years. We're very
Yeah.
interested to see what your guys' opinion is on that. Because I personally think maybe Fernandinho was there, but Beckham Castro certainly has a shout in doing that. Maybe you got a rogue pick. That's somebody that we're not thinking of. Somebody like Lewis Binks, who was there for the all 5 seasons
Yeah.
and played every single game. If you do take over, it's got £2.3 million in there. My final season player statistics, just the 19 goals from John Duran, but the rest of the signings do look quite good. Sek got 14 and 10 from centre mid. That's really good. He's also wanted now. He's on £9 million from Damak. Okay. Agbadu, who was the young signer. Oh, he's looking better already.
That is good.
If anybody does
You've
take
got to
this
take
on,
this team on and take him.
he didn't score that many goals, but he's looking really strong.
Take over straight away and sign him on a new contract straight away.
Yeah,
I would make sure
'cause
he's got
he'd be
a release
interesting,
clause
wouldn't
are
he?
very, very high.
I can't remember whether he did have a release clause in there. A couple of them I did manage to get rid of. He's got a £16 million release clause. There's a lot in there. If somebody came in for £16 million, I probably would accept, to be honest, because
Yeah.
it is roughly what he's worth. Looks like Chido Obi was spent a lot of times on the bench, but then also fractured his lower leg, which is a shame. But I think my left wing back's done quite well. Sekatomi, who I signed this year, 12 assists. It's not bad at all for him left back. That's really good. He's also wanted for 11 million as well. You could make a lot of money in this. But yeah, interesting. If anybody took this on, of course you get 12 million in season 6.
It's a hell of a difference when you get into that Champions League, though,
Never
isn't it?
happens when we do 10 years. Only when we ever do the 5 that I've seen to do that. But it all goes down to this final season's points tallies. Who wins
Dunno.
this challenge overall? Let's find out. Well, the season 5 points are Omega Luke with 11, and Omega Dad with 7, which means the total points are Omega Luke with 26 and Dad with 23. I won it in the end off the back of those last 2 seasons. 11 points in back-to-back seasons.
Yeah, you won the league 2
was enough.
seasons in a row. I mean, you look at it, 3 points. I lost too many games against you in the last 2 seasons.
You did.
And that's what I feel's cost me because, all right, you won the league, but I was winning cups as well. So only one of us can win the league. You took it, so I had to win the cup. So I kept on winning points, but I couldn't beat you.
I think the last 2 seasons I beat you 3 times in each season.
Yeah,
And
so
that might be the
6
difference
points,
there.
and you beat me by 3 points. So
Yeah.
that's a big difference to me, really. And yeah, that's what I put it down to.
Yeah.
I mean, great for you. You split. I mean, that's what we try to do. We try to split the 2 big teams, or even be better than them. And you've done it twice, so well done.
Yeah, not bad across 5 years. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Of course, as I said, the save game file will be made available to everybody on patreon.com/Mega Gaming, all the YouTube channel members. Maybe it's because you want to try this tactic or Dad's tactic. Either way, give it a blast and let us know, of course, which key sign-in. For me, though, it's a weird one, the key sign-ins, because it has to be early years as a Renya, but then he was only there for 2 seasons.
Yeah.
He was never a full sign-in impact. Who'd you put it down to? It's a weird one, isn't it?
I mean, I picked them to it, but also it was my centre back, the one I signed,
Ronnie Edwards.
Ronnie Edwards. I felt he sort of steadied my defence, but I don't know whether I had him for the last season or did I sell him for the last season.
He played 52 games. He's definitely played, so
Yeah, so I mean,
made an impact.
when he came in, I mean, he played nearly every game for me in every season, done really well, and he was a top player. I was paying him 25 grand.
Yeah.
So I just felt he was probably one of my best players as well. But and the defenders you don't very often sort of talk about because they don't score the goals, do they? They get you the points.
No. So, yeah, let me know who you think the key signing was for each team down in the comments. And, of course, any other suggestions you want us to do before FM27 creeps around the corner. We've got about 2 months left of rebuilds. So any other challenges you think we should do before the season starts? And we have, of course, our brand new game. Unfortunately, still got to wait 2 months. We don't know enough about it yet, but I'm excited either way. And on screen right now is another video that me and Dad have took on. 10 years in Spain with 2 of the most unluckiest clubs ever. Imagine being relegated with above 40 points. That's what happened to Mallorca and Girona, and we rebuild them after it.